Hey everybody, Comic Book Steve here again. I got a little haul for you with some more of my comic shop purchases. I went to Flea Market last weekend, and New England Comics has extended their 50% off sale again. So let's get started with some of the last week's new issues. Just get those out of the way. We got Guardians Team Up #1. Can't pass up an Art Adams book. Always good to see him doing interiors. Let's move this guy over. Always good to see Art Adams doing interiors. So there's that. And then we have Time Runs Out. This is Avengers #42. We're getting close to Secret Wars, 2 months. And this book for an Avengers book has a low print run. It's about 50,000. So if you have any interest in like the lead up to Secret Wars, see where it's all going, I would pick them up now, because if Secret Wars becomes a really hot thing, these books could become in demand. I don't know. I'm just speculating here, but for an Avengers book, 50,000 seems like a low print run to me. And then we got Secret Spider-Woman #5 with their new costume. Not a big fan of this series. Haven't read this one yet, but I'm a sucker for new Spider character costumes, so I had to get that. And then I got another copy of the Midtown variant of Spider-Gwen. Really, really awesome. She just got a Campbell cover. I ended up getting a second one of this because of a mix-up with Midtown Comics. Their website is not the best for ordering. I pre-ordered the one I got last week, but I didn't get any email confirmation, nor on my account did it say I had anything ordered that was pending, and they don't charge you until it sends or it's shipped. So I thought I forgot to hit submit or something, so I ended up ordering another one, but then the first one came, and now I have 2. Not going to complain. These next few are from the New England Comics 50% off sale. I went to a New England Comics I don't usually go to, and I wasn't too impressed with it, so there's just a few Spider-Man books that I picked up. $6.91, $6.90, $6.87. I think I actually paid too much for these. These were in the back issue bin, but they were cover price. So I got 50% off the cover price, I think. No, I did. No, I think. They were $4, so 50% off $2. Not terrible, but I would have loved to have found these in a dollar bin. And then we got $6.81 Human Torch. I think that's it for the 50% off sale. Then I went to the flea market last weekend, and my flea market, like I had mentioned, is drying up a bit. Partly because of the winter, because I have an outdoor part, indoor part. And outdoors is where you get random vendors. Indoors is where you get more stable vendors. So the indoor vendors are kind of depleted of the books that I want, or they want too much for them. But there's one guy that had some decent books. These were all $1. It was actually 6 for $5. And this is Marvel Knights Spider-Man 8. I usually don't see this one when I look at Marvel Knights Spider-Man back issues, so thought I'd pick it up while I could. Always good to have Venom. Amazing Spider-Man 522. $6.44. $4.11, part of the Clone Saga. I always forget that I don't have that one, so I usually pass it up. I've seen it plenty of times before, but I finally remembered to get it. Excuse me. $5.25. This is a variant issue. Really cool to find that for $1. Ben Reilly cover. Then we get $5.29, the third printing of the first Iron Spider costume. And then this next one I got off eBay. First appearance of Spider-Girl, What If 105. been looking for this for a good price for so long. I'm a huge fan of Spider-Girl. At least the early part of her solo series. And I usually don't see this for going under $20, but this one came up for $16.99. Buy it now, so I jumped on it. Super happy to have it. This was one of the ones I wanted in my 2000 books I was looking for in 2015. So check another one off the list. I think I'm getting pretty close to almost all of them. I think there's only like 2 or 3 more that I need that I'd put on that video. But yeah, anyway, great book to have. Now we're starting into the My Comic Shop haul. Spider-Man Family #1. I only got this because during Spider-Verse they referenced May Parker and Peter Parker having known each other before. I know in Spider-Girl's main series back in the day that she had like a time travel arc where she went to the past and met her father when he was young, but I thought that was in their timeline, so I wasn't sure that our Peter would remember that. So I was trying to think of where they could have met that Peter was referencing, and I thought maybe it was this book. It's mostly reprints, except for this one story, but Spider-Girl and Peter don't actually meet in this story. It's kind of like taking place in 2 different timelines. So part of the story is in her timelines, part of the story is in Ariana and Peter's timeline. So I still don't know where they met previously. Maybe it's just a error on the writer's part. But anyway, still pretty cool to have. And then we get Dr. Voodoo #1. Thought I'd pick that up before they do something hot with Dr. Voodoo. I'd like to get his first appearance. I think it's a Strange Tales book, but I'll settle for this for now. This was about $1, maybe $1.50. But all these I got off My Comic Shop with credit from trading in some more hardcovers and trades that I don't really need. This is Peter Parker #1. Always good to have a Spider-Man #1 book. Don't like the cover too much, but the interior art's nice. Dark Avengers 188. I only got that because of the cover. Just a cool Black Spider-Man cover. It's not Peter Parker, but still fun to have nonetheless. And it's cheap. Iron Man #200. Really excited about this one. This is the first appearance of the Silver Centurion armor. I'm a huge fan of the 80s redesigns they did in Marvel Comics. I didn't have this one. I wasn't sure what his first time wearing the suit was in. It is 200. What's also cool about this is I believe it's not the first appearance of Obadiah Stane, but I believe it's the first time he goes by Ironmonger and he puts on that suit. And this was fairly cheap for being on a online store. This was about $6, I want to say, maybe less. I have to check, but it wasn't any more than $6. And with all the books that are tied into movies that end up going crazy in price because of the speculation, and then and any book that has something to do with like a movie that's coming out, a Marvel movie, or even the DC books, they end up going crazy in price, whether it's first appearance or something that happens in the book that's similar to what happens in the movie. They go crazy in price. But for maybe Iron Man 1 was too early for that speculation market, because this cover just reminds me so much of the first Iron Man movie. And yeah, I would have expected it to be worth more. Maybe it was at one point and it went down in price, but nonetheless, very cool to have. If you're a fan of the 80s and you're a fan of Iron Man, the first time he's in the Silver Centurion armor. Then we get Avengers 315, part of that. Spider-Man, sort of, kind of, not really, joins the Avengers. I don't see these books lasting as hot books for forever, but I always saw these in dollar bins in the summer, and I passed up on them. So I thought I would get them now before they go too far out of reach. This was maybe $1. And then 314, also about $1. Then we got a DC book. Can you believe it? I have a DC book in my haul. World's Finest, Book 9, Ninth Year, whatever that means. But I got this because I'm a big fan of the Azrael Batman storyline, and even the Reign of the Superman storyline. And this book has an untold team up of Superman and Azrael Batman, like the recently resurrected Superman at the time, and it's got art by Graham Nolan, which is one of my favorite 90s DC artists. So really cool to have. Didn't know about it. Randomly stumbled upon it, looking up some information about Azrael Batman. This came out. Doesn't say what year it came out. Actually, it does. 1999. So well after all the Nightfall, Reign of Superman stuff. I guess it was just like a throwback. So pretty cool. And then I also got this one, Legacies number 8. Same reason, just like that era of Batman and Superman. So wanted to pick it up. The story isn't that great. It's more like someone retelling. It's like a cliff notes of what happened, and it's not very well portrayed. But love the cover. And this is Ultimate Fantastic Four #1. So Ultimate Reed Richards, his first appearance is here, and he's got a pretty big role in like the Time Runs Out Avengers storyline, and then leading into Secret Wars. So I always see this in dollar bins, and I pass up on it. Not really crazy interested in Ultimate Fantastic Four run. Didn't really like it, but I wanted to get Ultimate Reed's first appearance in case it ever goes up, and I don't want to kick myself for not picking it up when I could have. So I think that was like $1. Then we got Marvel Comics Presents 76, early non-UK, early Marvel Universe appearance of Death's Head. You probably know he was mainly in the Marvel UK books. They started crossing him over into Marvel Universe books. This is an early one, not his first one, but it's definitely an early one, and it's one I wanted to add into my collection. And you can't go wrong with Barry Windsor Smith's Weapon X storyline. Not sure what chapter that is, but can't go wrong with it. Awesome, Amazing Spider-Man book, number 251. This is a very early book that I had in my collecting career when I was younger. It got trashed, so I wanted to get a new copy. This one's a lot of fun. It's been in a lot of videos. This is Thor 390, the first time Steve Rogers lifts Thor's hammer. If you don't know, the speculation on this is that Captain America is going to lift Thor's hammer in the movie, Avengers 2. Will he not? I think it'd be really awesome. But regardless, this is a really fun book if you read it. The moment where Steve Rogers lifts the hammer is a really cool scene. Nice splash page. So whether or not that actually happens in the movie, I think it's still a key piece in Marvel and Captain America history. It's a shame that he was called the captain there though, and not Captain America. And then we get She-Hulk 24, another Death's Head appearance in the Marvel Universe. And the last one I have for you guys is Invincible Iron Man number 101. I only got this because it's Frankenstein vs. Iron Man. I was looking through old Iron Man books on my comic shop, and I was like, wow, that's kind of weird. Never saw Frankenstein in a Marvel comic. I'm sure he has been in some, but I wasn't aware of any, and I thought it was kind of fun to see Iron Man and Frankenstein go at it. I think this was the most expensive one of the My Comic Shop haul that I just showed. It was like $7, but it was all credit, so I wasn't too concerned about it. Anyway, yeah, there's nothing else special about that book. Just Frankenstein vs Iron Man. That's all I have for you guys. I don't know when I'll have another haul ready to go. Like I said, the stores around me and the flea market's kind of drying up. I'm starving for a convention to come out here. There's another Super Mega Fest happening in March, which is this month. But I didn't really care for it last time, so I might skip out on it. I think there's a New England convention happening in April, maybe, so we'll see. Anyway, I do have some news. Boston Comic Con, Stan Lee's going to be there. They just announced this week. I am extremely stoked for it. I am ready. Can't wait to meet Stan. I'm going to buy tickets. I'm going to be first in line. Gonna get some books signed. Get a picture, hopefully. Always wanted to meet that guy. Missed out on my opportunity at the San Diego Comic Con years back because I woke up late. But really, really excited for that to happen. But other than that, yeah, I'm sure I'll have some books that I pick up over the next few weeks, but nothing substantial that I can think of. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all later.